Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Alright, we should be going live now. So, today I have decided to finish off Ape Escape 2 since I already got so close to finishing it when I was just sort of playing it for fun. May as well just, you know, have the full recording. At least fuller compared to what the... compared to what we have of the third one, where a big chunk of it just did not record. So this is the final stage of the game, the moon base.
No, by the way,
What?
the share screen on Discord is
Oh, it disabled? Huh, weird.
uh-huh.
Oh, I must have accidentally turned it off. I will give it to you again.
Okay.
Must have accidentally turned it off. Alright. It should be alright now. I'll hide it so I don't accidentally turn it up back off again. This looks a little bit dark. Let me fix that. Yes, we'll do. So the final stage of this game is like way harder than everything else. But if you're having trouble, you don't actually have to defeat any of the monkeys. Any of the monkeys that are available along the way. The objective is only to capture Spectre, which honestly, especially if you have like not a lot of lives, you may just as well give like not bother with it. For the reason of you have to like if you're going to 100% this stage, which I would recommend because that way you get the true final boss. Damn it. Like you're gonna have to play through this stage again anyway because they add a whole bunch of new monkeys. Now with this one, as far as I can tell, there is no way to actually make him not notice you. Like, see, no matter what I do, he's just going to... Because he never looks the opposite direction, as far as I can tell. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Is there maybe any way, like, does he tell you... Hi, Dimas. Does he actually tell you any kind of which one? Okay, he's super hungry. That's what it is. For monkeys who are hungry, could you like do this maybe? Is he gonna? Could you? Why is my controller?
What happened?
No, like my controller is reacting weirdly, like it constantly goes into first-person view. Like, please, controller, please. Like it just constantly decides to, oh, I want to be in first-person view, which I don't think I have to explain to you. That's bad. Yeah, like, it keeps doing that. I don't get it. Come on.
Maybe it's because of the monkey.
No, it's not. It will, like, I'm just unplugging it and replugging it again. So here's the thing. I actually wanted to replace this controller with like a no. I don't want to escape from this stage. I actually wanted to replace this controller sort of with like a converter thingy that would allow me to use PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 controllers with my PS2, because that's a thing. However, the one I have seems to be either a like either a Chinese knockoff or just not working. It only ever worked with like a PlayStation 3, one PlayStation 3 controller, and with PlayStation 4 controllers, it just straight up does not recognize them even when they're connected via USB. Which is bogus. I just wasted 40 euros on that. Technically, I can connect PlayStation 3 controllers, but they're even worse. The problem with PlayStation 2 controllers is not that they're terrible, it's more that they're old.
Yeah.
By the way, these pigs, normally you're supposed to take care of them by doing this, like really slowly, then switching to a weapon and whapping them. Or my preferred method of attack is attacking them with a freaking car, because it's faster.
Oh.
And also you don't have to, you know, like disable it with the magnet. The magnet is, no. The magnet is just about the dumbest gadget they have ever come up with in these games, which is why it's not even in the third one. Banana is not the worst, but like these three is basically like the Hall of Shame.
What is the middle one?
This is the water cannon. It's literally just like a key for certain puzzles. You just use it to enable certain puzzles. It's not even useful for fighting monkeys or anything like that. Like these are like Bananarang has a use, but these weapons compared to all of the other all of these, which are from the first game, are just so uninspired and like boring in use. No wonder they never came back.
I think the banana one exists in the second one. Wait, this is the second one,
This is
right?
the second one.
Yeah,
first one was on the PlayStation
first
1.
one.
So yeah, let's just sneak up on this monkey. And sneak up on the other one. Otherwise, this is a very, 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 very annoying encounter. Because they're going to keep jumping around into those UFOs and fighting you. And normally, normally monkeys only get like one of these or max 2 of these. This is a unique one where they get 4. Oh, and this is the maneuver that I was talking about when we were playing through the third one. The one that I adore. The launch forward. Like, this just looks so much fun.
So
it's basically they had to replace the inputs.
wait, is this the same game?
No, it's just very similar.
Wait, this is
Second
the
one.
last one.
No, this is
The previous one was the third one then.
yes. The previous one that I shown you with the transformations and stuff. That was the third game.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the like the only thing that the magnet is like that I will ever use the magnet for, because I have no other choice. It's holding on to these things. I hate it. Because like the only thing magnet is ever used for is waiting and overly long animations. Okay, this is also another thing that the car is very useful for. Taking out enemies that you don't really want to get near.
But this, but does that destroy the car?
It doesn't matter. I can create like endless amount of cars.
Okay.
Like I just click in the control stick and just creates a new one whenever I want to. See? Yeah, this is the reason why magnet is the worst thing ever.
Why?
Oh, I'm talking to the guy in the chat.
Well.
It's just like it's a device made for waiting because none of the animations associated with it are fast. You just have to point, wait until it reacts, and then do the thing. Ugh. I hate this section. The camera angle makes it very difficult to actually know. I never managed to not get hit by all of them when going. But that's why we have 9 continues. Yeah, just to show it off. This is how you're supposed to actually beat them. Also, what's annoying... Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna wait for this monkey because I know that he comes up here. But if I'm in my safe place... no, it just... like, you know, they have teleportation technology for like capturing monkeys with this net. So I could imagine he just teleports in as many as he needs to. There we go. This final stage is going a lot smoother than the final stage of the first of the third game, simply by the merit of me having played this already like several times already. All right, let me. No, that's not what I wanted to do. But yeah, capturing monkeys in this one compared to the third one is a lot more challenging because, like, you know, the only way you can capture them is the net, and they can jump around you a lot. In the third one, that's not really an issue. In the third one, it's not really an issue because, of course, there are the transformations which are super OP, and if you defeat somebody with the transformation, then they just remain stunned for a very long time. They're not dealing with him. That's actually like that was actually my problem with playing this game, with playing this stage when I first was playing through this level. Actually trying to defeat these guys on these ramps is really aggravating. Unless you use the car, then it's just a breeze. Because the problem is they will knock you off a lot. Okay, and he's going to shoot his lasers. I hate this section because I constantly keep falling off because the system for grabbing the ledge really is not grabbing the ledge late really is not designed for moving objects. I'm going to take this opportunity and pick up an extra life. Just like that. Yeah, like it's now I just need to pick up the extra life just to make this whole escapade worth it. But yeah, this guy does not aim for you in any way, shape, or form. You just have to not get hit when he shoots at a given corner. Okay, good night. But the camera perspective does not make it particularly comfortable in knowing where he's actually going to attack next. You have to check him out manually, which you can only manipulate the camera with the D-pad. So yeah, like for example, he's going to shoot here now. Oh, that was a bad idea. Alright. Alright, now in this section we can get one other monkey and some toilet coins. Thankfully, capturing a monkey gives you a very short invulnerability period.
Yeah.
Oh, I know there is toilet cookies here as well. My favorite. Toilet coins and toilet cookies. Oh, and you have to watch out for when you're getting out, because he may actually just like zap you as you're getting out. Because of course the laser goes into the corridor that he just created. But we're already safe. This stage seems to have some sort of an automatic camera for most situations, which you cannot adjust, which can be quite annoying on some occasions. But it is mostly intended to be helpful. Like for example, that the camera sort of automatically adjusts to follow the trail of that walkway. Let's see. Can I take out this thing? Doesn't seem possible. The intention is to use this stupid thing and take out these parts very slowly, waiting. And this is what the water thing is used for. Again, with the first-person perspective, this game has like the world's most sensitive controls, which does not work particularly well with my rickety old controller. Hello there, Frost. Like right now, I'm not even touching the buttons, but it's still like resetting the camera view. All right, these monkeys. I will wait for him to get over here. and then I will follow him. Because taking out any apes with guns is a bad idea. Now, by the way, when you are in this mode, like like the way I am right now, the only way you can readjust the camera is by using your tongue on the controller. That's what I'm doing right now. Because there is literally no other way to do so. Oh, dang it. I'm not here. I'm not here. Stop shooting at me. I'm not here. I'm in my safe place. I will know once the monkeys get less interested by the fact that the music calms down and their alert thingamajigs will disappear.
Oh.
Yeah, because they have the, you know, the warning signs. Ah, dang it. Chasing this monkey is really not worth it, because he has just a Logitech controller or a Sony controller. Honestly, it's hard to recommend either one of them, because they're just all old. Like I, for example, some time ago got an old Logitech controller, but the analog sticks are just like the dead zone on the analog sticks is a complete mess. Like I literally cannot use it for most of the games because it just keeps swerving and like pushing the analog stick to the right, one of them at the very least, and just keeps just swirling the camera. Like generally, the Sony ones would be the easiest recommendation. However, like I said, they're all very old at this point, and there is like an godmother. This is another thing for which this fucking thing is useless. Like you have to stand these moving platforms. You have to be in the right spot for the right amount of time, and you have to get lucky, because if you aim at the wrong moment, at the wrong angle, it will throw you off. It will throw you off the freaking thing and throw you into the abyss. Had that happen too many times. God damn it, I couldn't see nothing. Okay, first of all, I am getting rid of this thing. Now with these monkeys that will like raid you at a distance, the idea is to make them not the idea is to make them run straight into you and just move just slightly off to the side and then capture them. Although, since they move so quickly, it's actually kind of difficult to like get the timing right. Or you can just go crazy when they're right next to you and hope for the best. Dang it. Okay, and this is the hardest platforming part in this entire game.
Ooh.
And I failed. Basically, the platform moves way too quickly for you to actually jump over the electric lasers at the normal pace. So you have to use the forward one. However, the forward one jumps you so far that unless you're at the very end of this platform and also aiming perfectly forward, you are going to just jump off to your death, and one of our lives is gone. So you have like a short window of time to readjust yourself and fall. The second one, like the first one is really where it's at. The second one you can actually kind of ignore. God damn it! The second one you can actually kind of ignore and just run straight into it, because after you get hit, you get into like this jump animation. There we go. Which will just send you over to the platform, and you can just go to the next checkpoint. SpongeBob the movie game. Why specifically that one? I mean, honestly, I would expect that one to work fine with GSM, because because most movie games made by Nickelodeon actually work perfectly fine with GSM in my experience. Most movie games in general, they tended to use regular rendering, unless there is some mess up with the cutscenes, which could always be a thing. And this is one of my least favorite parts of this entire stage. Not because it's particularly difficult or it will kill you. It's just a whole bunch of waiting, and it involves magnets. Waiting and magnets. And if you happen to like aim it at just the wrong angle, you're falling off. But thankfully this game has a competent checkpoint system. As you've seen, it never brings you back too far. I don't think it would look better upscaled to 1080p. I don't think any game would look better, any PS2 game would look better upscaled to 1080p. However, 480p I will definitely agree. With this game you cannot actually use 480p. It will boot and it will work, however, the whole game will run at erratic speed, because it is sort of like on the PS2 itself. It just sort of runs at a random frame rate of somewhere in between 30 and 60 frames. But it always keeps the same timing for animations, or well, similar enough. You can kind of notice that sometimes the animations get slower if the game slows down too hard. Oh dang it. However, there is never any however, it's what happens if you oh, I thought he had like, what do you call, armor? He doesn't. I didn't actually have to whap him. What was I talking about? Oh yes. This game can be forced into 480p, however the speed will become absolutely erratic, because it will the speed limiter becomes utterly like completely disabled, which is bad in PlayStation 2 games, which are frame timed. It basically means it will run as fast as possible, completely disregarding the timing of everything. Alright. Again, like, I barely touched this side, like this entire side of the controller, but it keeps telling me, no, you cannot reset your camera right now. I didn't even touch the camera button. Stop telling me. And that's a fast monkey, and we do not want to chase him when there are enemies around, so we're just going to get rid of the enemies. By the way, the functionality that the third game had with the... Oh, dang it. The functionality that the third game had with like switching the gadgets on the go is not present in this game. At the very least, not in the Western releases. It was a thing in the Japanese versions of the game, but it got removed in the American and European releases. Maybe they thought that these functions were a little bit too annoying, or they didn't yet have the functionality that would allow you to... Camera please, camera please. I'm not here. Dang it. Camera tries its best to like follow the car, but it sometimes gives up.
I'm not doing this, I'm out.
Oh, dang it! What do you mean by best video game ever? You mean Baroque? Or Robot Alchemic Drive? You bingus! Did you see that?
Wow.
Like he just Bayonetta jumped the frick out of my way. That's just inconsiderate. Now using my tongue to switch to the weapon. There we go. Ape strong. Well, for me, best video game ever is probably Baroque. But that's probably not gonna be the best video game ever for most reviewers. They gave that game a 5. Actually, this monkey I'm not even gonna bother with, because he's like one of the most annoying things to capture. Like, I remember I lost so many lives trying to get rid of that thing. Or I may... Okay, I don't think he can actually hit me from here. I think there is an invisible wall over there. There we go. That went smoothly. Now, if I am actually to capture the monkey that's over there, I am going to get rid of all of these guys. Unlike the third game, the slingshot does not auto-aim. Thus, it is pretty freaking useless. Because you have to be super particular with, like, you know, PS2 analog first-person view controls. Actually, I am going to go for that because that's an extra life. Not an extra life, but it's good enough. I am... No! That's another thing that this controller likes to do, particularly in this game. It swaps out my weapons at random. I don't know what you could possibly mean by best game ever. It's very objective. Well, it's very subjective, is what I actually meant to say. All right, didn't get hit by any one of them. Usually, it's like from one to the next. Not necessarily because the controls for jumping are bad or anything. Actually, that's the one controls which do not seem to spontaneously choose themselves, even with this shitty controller. But it's just that you cannot predict. You cannot really predict very easily how many are going to be attacking you in just at any given moment, because they have. Well, this is what happens when the game randomly decides to switch the weapons, your gadgets on you. That's just how the cookie crumbles. And I have to fly all the way there, just hoping that it's not going to switch. Like, did you see how many times it tried to go into first-person mode in that one section? Like every time this appears, it means I am trying to reset my camera view or go to the first-person mode. Again! With this freaking controller. Okay, gotta do this again because my controller just refuses to let me beat the game. Again. Alright. Now this is another section that you have to use the toy car. Gotta get it down in there. Well, it's all down in there. I can, by the way, adjust the camera to make it a little bit less awkward. Doesn't help. I mean, it does help. It's just that this section is a little bit trippy. Also, your car may sometimes spontaneously explode because the lightning clips through the floor and may just hit it. I had it happen a few times. Well, no, honestly, it only happened once. Again, have to use the freaking magnet. Stand there and wait. And now it didn't work. Because that's the magic of using the magnet. It sometimes does not work. It will push you towards it. However, this time at the very least it didn't push me into abyss and didn't kill me. Okay, and this is actually pretty fun. As you can see, those platforms just sort of float a little bit above the surface. If you stand on those platforms too long, they will sink. That was not my intention, but whatever. Already got through it. And now we have a shortcut in case we happen to fall down. Now, they also put an extra life over there. But no dice, no going for it, because of the placement where they put it, you have just as much of a chance of picking up the life and falling to your death or getting zapped by lasers. It's just like risk a life to get a life.
I guess so.
It makes no sense. Okay, and this section will keep trying to make you fall down. However, they give you more than enough time to get to the next platform, so long as you keep close to the place which actually, like, you know, stays flat the longest. It's gonna be fine. This is a stage from American Ninja. By the way, that section over there has two monkeys in it. One which is just walking around, another one which is encased in something that you cannot even destroy right now, so you just have to come back here later. There is absolutely no point. Thank you, game. Thank you, game, for... Oh, and by the way, if you happen to fall down there and touch the floor below you, it will reset your checkpoint and put you down there instead. It will put you in the previous section instead of here. So if you're gonna fall, just fall all the way. Okay, and now let's try to not fall down. And let's get past the last one of these. How did that work? Alright, one last magnet in the whole game. I don't believe there is ever again any point of using it. Well, actually, except for revisiting stages and like getting through some old puzzles. All right. Okay, now to get ready for the final boss, I'm gonna need these. This is not really necessary, but I'm gonna keep it anyway. Yeah, this will do. The most important part is probably the...
What took you so long, little Jimmy? Sorry, but we've already finished preparing the lethargy laser for firing.
Don't do it!
I won't, not just yet. First, I must take revenge for the Freaky Monkey 5. The symbol-crashing monkey, for years mocked by humans, will now be a symbol for the ascendance of monkey kind. One that will now incite fear. So, have fun playing with your new friend, Jimmy.
Sorry, I completely forgot that the subtitles are disabled. I will enable them so you can at the very least follow the last cutscene.
Yeah.
Right now, to remember what the... Oh, dang it. He gives you like very little time to actually figure out which one he's gonna do. The best way is to stand like at an angle from him. And here it's to just keep jumping to the side. Ah, damn it. I remember this boss killed me like a whole bunch of times. Not necessarily because it's like super difficult, but like his attacks are just very weird and... What the frick is... Did you see that?
Gee, thanks.
Oh, god damn it.
No use.
Alright, I'm gonna know better how to do this next time. I still have a bunch of continues.
Ah, I need to solve it.
Okay, go on. I'm probably gonna have to repeat this anyway.
But is it still a long time for the boss?
This is the final boss, more or less. It has a few forms. But like I said, I'm probably gonna just go to the bathroom.
Okay.
There we go, finally. The freaking the attack that he does with the lasers barely gives you any room for error when it comes to jumping over it. You get just enough.
Surprised, little man? Feast your eyes upon his true form. Ultra Goliath.
Ah!
Behold the sheer perfection. The exquisite simian symmetry. Ultra Goliath will crush you like an ant. Watch out there, or you'll become part of the floor. All you can do now is run and hide, little man.
Hello. I still have no idea what you mean by the best game.
I don't believe it. You tricked me again, haven't you, Jimmy?
But I didn't do anything, Spectre. If you want to blame someone, blame yourself.
Silence! I don't need his legs to beat you anyway. I'll get you for sure this time. Ah!
I love this section. It's just basically them going like, yeah, so like we didn't actually feel like designing a different boss for the final boss, or like two different bosses. It's just gonna be a variation of the same thing. Okay, and for this, I'm actually gonna need the freaking magnet. I hate this attack so damn much. That one's also very tricky. Damn it. This time it just like literally my controller switched the things on me at the last minute. Whoops. Whoop. Dang it. You bingus! He just literally took the... Oof, that was close. Okay, I think that's this is going to engage his final little adjustment. Yes. Now we have slightly less room to maneuver. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no! Now we're at the final phase of the boss. Okay. Oh no, I messed it up. Oh frick, I could have finished it now. And that's actually not my that's actually not the fault of my controller for once. Oh wait, what am I saying? It's all controller's fault. No, that's what it is. I'm flawless. And that was also the controller. It wasn't me just going too far away. And getting killed, and you're gonna get to see what the entire boss was like. That was my intention all along. I didn't want you to miss out on anything.
That was my intention all along.
I am the final boss of this game all along with a twist. But yeah, you get this thing, you have to make sure to not move it at the very slightest to any direction once you have aimed. Otherwise it may forget that you're supposed to be aiming for it, and you only get just enough time. There is no room for a mistake with the magnet thing. So magnet is the source of all misfortune in this game. Asshole. That attack is, by the way, really hard to dodge. You have to jump, like launch jump at just the right moment to have this to avoid it, or you have to already be running with the hula hoop. This is terrible. I hate this attack so much, especially when he follows it with this. Because then, if you didn't get lucky with like, or like, if you didn't plan out the best way possible how to get him to attack the ground, You will just have no room to escape. Although I am glad that falling off is not an instant game over. Because that would be infuriating for this boss. It does take away your some of your life, but it is not like not a full cookie worth of life. The best way to approach this is to just like stand in the middle of a platform when they do this, and then fall. Whoop! Just so long as you don't stand in between two platforms. That's like the worst, because then you lose both of them at once. And if you stand in an intersection of like 4 platforms, well, then you lose all 4 platforms. Okay, I believe he will switch the things up, yes. He makes the battlefield even smaller now. But I believe I only have to hit him once at this point. Oh, and also, sometimes he can just block you from jumping forward when he does that. It's kind of bogus. God damn it! And now, like... Freaking this could not have possibly gone worse. What the fuck? Oh, no. Excuse me? What the fuck was that? Like, normally they're supposed to give me an extra try once my life has been used up. Like, normally they give me 1 extra go. Like the little monkey will give me an extra cookie in case I die. It didn't give me that this time. What bullshit. Like, what happened at the last moment? Of course, my controller switched to the hula hoop while I was middle in the air, trying to avoid getting killed with 1 last bit of HP. That's what happened. I hate this controller so much. Yeah, that's another way to avoid, just like run from right to left. Alright, what are you gonna do now? Oh, god damn it. See what I meant with the intersections? Oh god, this is... Oh god, oh god, no, this is... Why? Why? This is going horrible. Like, this whole section could not have possibly gone worse. And this is just because his hitbox is a little bit unpredictable. Like the hitbox of his arms. They just have invisible wall in front of them, sort of. Like when they're coming down, their hitbox is a lot larger and they prevent you from jumping forward towards them. Even though they're not in the way, they will still prevent you. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to go. And you go at an angle to avoid the to avoid getting thrown off the just jumping off slightly off to the edge. Jump. There we go. Okay. This should be the final stage again. Oh, no. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now, please, controller, do not do this to me. There we go. It only took 3 tries until the same exact moment because of the controller failure.
What could I have done wrong?
Hey, Spectre! Spectre, stop! Spectre!
You made it further than I would have expected. Not too shabby for a mere human.
Not too bad yourself for a monkey.
You are a tough little man, aren't you? I respect that. But this is the end of the line for you. The trigger for the lethargy laser is right behind me. Once I flick this switch, it'll be game over for you humans.
What?
Come now. Surely you can't refuse the chance to be ruled by superior beings.
You got us wrong. You don't know anything about us.
What?
Humans never stop trying. That's what gives us a future. We'll never give in to the likes of you.
Give up. You don't stand a chance.
How many form does he have?
Oh, this is the end. This is just the end cutscene.
Oh,
Yeah, you have an actual final boss with him. Once you have collected all of the monkeys.
oh.
And if you're interested in that, I can include a link. Like I'm saying, like in general, for people watching. If you're interested in seeing what the rest of the game is like, I already recorded it on a separate channel.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be going through that again. It's fun actually, because once you complete the game, I mean, after this point, you get like an extra weapon, which is a punching glove, which is the strongest weapon in the game, and you can use it to go through every single stage and get past certain obstacles that were undefeatable before. But yeah, like I already done that a few times actually. Yeah, these are the end credits. Overall, out of the 2 Ape Escape games that I have played so far, this is the one that I like the most. Because while it doesn't have as much variety in it as the third one, in terms of like the kind of weapon, the kind of gadgets you use, and like I see what you did there. Like there isn't as much of a variety in terms of your powers. Everything is a lot more tight. Everything is just like a lot more. Everything has a purpose. there aren't things that just lose purpose. Even though the few additions they made between the first game and the second one, from what I've been told, like I've seen a little bit of the first game, so I'm a little bit familiar what kind of weapons they had there. Like the few additions they made in this one are not great. That is the boomerang, which is okay. It's an alright thing. But if they didn't specifically put situations in which you cannot advance unless you use it, I would never use it. That's the kind of thing it is. The magnet is the worst thing ever. Since freaking Melissa. And then there is the water thing, which the less we say about it, the better. Like at the very least, the water thing is another thing that I wouldn't use unless I had to, because it doesn't have any additional properties to it that would make it more appealing or like versatile. I would have loved it if you could, for example, use the water thingy to make the ground slippery so the monkeys slip on it while they're running away from you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That would make sense, but it barely even does, it barely even interrupts you. Thanks, Karen. But yeah, overall, like, despite those three things, they're just like, they're not great, but they're like inoffensive. Except for the magnet. The magnet is terrible, and it should have never been a thing, because the whole point of it is just to function as a key. That's it. Any other thing, any other ability could have functioned a similar way, and probably been faster at it as well. That's another thing. It's so slow. A very special thanks too. I kind of miss the times when they they put you in the credits, as in like, thank you for playing.
Oh.
At the end. They tend to not do that anymore already. And hell, even in this game they don't do that. Ape Escape and all names, likenesses, characters, places, and plots, completely factional, and for the parody only. Yeah, they flash it so quickly, and here's the thing: like they flash this disclaimer right at the ass end of the game. It's like, what's the point? Like, you have to get through this entire game to find out this is for like parody purposes only.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, you either put that up at the beginning, which is basically what like Persona 3 did, or yeah, you put it at you either put it at the beginning or like after you started the game. Not after you have completed it. This is just weird. And by the way, if you, I believe it's ABC, or like all of the triggers, and then choose this. There we go. This is a special mode which only gets unlocked once you have completed the game, collected all of the 300 monkeys. You get to play through the game without any of the story, I believe, as the main character of the first game. And all of the tutorials are gone because obviously you don't need them. And also you have all of the gadgets. I'm just doing this to show off the gadget that you get for finishing the game. It's fun. Also, when you're playing this mode, the monkeys are harder to catch. Like, they will jump you a lot more frequently. But this is sort of like a speedrunner mode as well, because you know, you have all of the abilities from the start, and you don't get any story.
Yeah.
And all of the monkeys are available from the moment go. Like, for example, get fucked. Like, for example, there is one over here, which on the first run of the game, until you have completed the game, like beaten Spectre for the first time, you would not be able to fight this one.
Oh.
I haven't been able to capture that one because I accidentally captured another one. But yeah. It still has like this thing where they throw you out of the stage once you have completed 3 monkeys, which is honestly quite stupid. Cause like at this point, you know, you may as well just let me keep going until I'm finished, because there is no reason for me to, you know, to go out of that stage. I can get everything in this stage. Because all of the abilities, I mean, I already have every ability there is in the game. So, just a confusing design decision. But in any case, this is everything I I wanted to show off of this game. Again, if you're interested in actually seeing the rest, I will just include a link to my full playthrough of it with all of the relevant things included. And I guess for now, have a nice evening. Maybe I'll stream something else today, or maybe not. We'll see. Have a nice evening. Or morning, or whatever it is, the middle of the night. Probably for you it's middle of the night, right, sweetie?
It's not dawn.
So good morning, I guess.
Yeah. Top of the morning for you.